You're listening to a Mamma Mia podcast.
Mamma Mia acknowledges the traditional owners of land and waters that this podcast is recorded on. Hello and welcome to Cancelled, the Lazy Girl's Guide to Bizarre Celebrity Cancellations. I'm Jessie Stevens and I'm joined by Claire Stevens, and you changed our tagline. I jigged it up. You're in a period of your life right now where you're like, innovate, change, be better. People might notice if they're following us on Instagram or TikTok that Jessie's very much leaning in. Every now and then on the weekend I do make a few videos. And I have had some learnings that I send to you and you ignore. Yeah. So it's very Ali Wong when she says, like, you know, you're leaning in. Yes. I am lying down. No, it is very, very that. So I say, great. Leave us 5 stars. Yeah. And it's hard because leave me 5 stars, leave you 2. Yeah. You know? But that rounds up to 5. Today we are talking about the one, the only Northwest.
Someone is late.
I'm hiding in the guest room, you guys. I'm hiding in the guest room because my kids will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's me. If they're annoying me, I'll just be like, yo, get out my room. I'm not gonna do this, for real. No, I already do a lot of stuff that I want to be when I grow up. I just want to pursue my careers now.
And as much as I say I have been lying down, from my lying down position, Jessie pitched this and I said, I don't think we can cancel a child. And Jessie said, that's not really what our podcast does. And I was like, it's called Cancelled, but okay. You know how I feel about Northwest and all of the feelings are positive. We both agreed it was fine if all we do is love her. And that's all we will do. I mean, we're going to analyse what the culture has said and not all of its kind, but Northwest on TikTok is one of the greatest gifts to humanity. Every time I watch TikTok by Northwest, I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
Finish the lyrics with Chloe, me, and Lala. Where have you been? Nobody knows me.
It's like the camera is moving really, really fast. She's mouthing to something. One of her cousins, often Penelope Disick, is in it, or a friend who has famous parents. And you just know she's worn Kim down. She was put on this earth to humble Kim Kardashian. Kim definitely said no social media, and Northwest has worn her mother down so much that Kim can no longer say no. She pushes the boundaries. She was put here to test her. She was. And it's now gotten to the point where Kim's just interviewing Northwest, which is the relationship between every mother and daughter. Okay? Mum, interview me on your social media. I am literally Kim Kardashian. I want Northwest to be in charge of our TikTok strategy because I think she could do phenomenal things. She has something like 19.7 million followers on TikTok. I think Northwest should be... And all she does is mouth. I think she should be president. Okay, so wait, sorry, do you watch her TikToks? They come into my life. All right, because it's always like, where's Northwest? Oh, there she is. Because she pops up, she throws the phone, she's making people do dances that they don't understand. But North is the boss and you will do as she says. Yeah. So, who is North? Wikipedia states that she's a singer, which is weird because she's not anything. She's 11. She is the firstborn of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. She's the older sister to Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. You just know she's a great older sister. She's got older sister energy. Oh, absolutely. She's like, team, assemble. We're forming a band. And everyone's like, no. No, we're doing a TikTok. One of her closest friends is Maxwell, who is, of course, the daughter of Jessica Simpson and NFL player Eric Johnson. Then there's her friend Gracie. Gracie is the sister of Selena Gomez. Then there's her friend Monroe, the daughter of Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. You get the idea. How do you know this? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. She just has celebrity friends. All of her friends are celebrities. She's an extrovert. North was born on June 15, 2013. Originally, do you know what her name was originally? No. Cadence with a K. Don't remember that. But then they changed it to North, which means highest point. Her name and birth certificate were leaked by TMZ, so I guess she hadn't even done her first poo when her privacy was first invaded. As a baby, she was in Kanye West's music video for Only One, When she was nearly 3, she flushed an iPhone down the toilet containing an early draft of Kanye's album, meaning he had to re-record it from scratch.
That is such Northwest energy.
Why do I feel like the song that was on that album was Poopity Scoop?
Poopity scoop.
Poopity Scoop.
If you're confused by that, that's a reference to our Kanye West episode. That's actually a song by Kanye.
I think he was trolling someone in it, but it is a real jam. And I think that 3-year-old Northwest heard it and went, Poopity Scoop. Going to flush that one down the toilet. She may have been genuinely confused. At 10, Northwest featured on Kanye's album. He now refers to himself as Ye, or Ye, I should
It's
say.
Ye.
It's Ye. Okay, Ye. And on this album, Northwest raps an entire verse. The song is called Talking. It hit the Hot 100, making her one of the youngest artists ever to chart. So
that's why she's described as a
yes,
singer.
Correct.
And is she good?
She raps.
Is she good? She's Northwest.
She completes the verse. Okay?
Okay.
It's very Northwest energy. I think she also directed the film clip.
Yeah, that
Can't.
makes sense.
I can't.
Checked out.
The amount of people in show business being directed by Northwest right now, you would not believe. All right? She says she's working on her debut album. It's called Elementary School Dropout, which is a nod to Kanye's
High
first
School
album,
Dropout.
College Dropout.
Oh,
College Dropout. And she's going to do Elementary School Dropout.
that's
and
funny, North.
She is funny.
Yeah.
And I will listen to that immediately. She's got rhythm, I must say, in this verse. The song's actually quite good.
It's your bestie, Miss Westy. Don't tryna test me. It's gonna
My structure for today is as follows. Paintings. Keeping Kim humble. Her chaotic first solo interview. And that Lion King performance. Paintings. When Northwest was 7 years old, her mother, Kim Kardashian, shared one of her paintings and expressed how proud she was.
Okay. As a parent, this is something I've learned very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Never do that.
Oh, wow.
Because people are waiting to be like, that's your 7-year-old's painting? Look at my 7-year-old's
No,
painting.
that's not the way the internet reacted.
Oh.
That's not the way the internet reacted.
Oh, maybe that's just about my
Okay,
daughter.
because I related to this because Luna was at a creche before Father's Day and they went to make fridge magnets and they gave Luna a little paintbrush, a little thing of paint. They said paint the magnet. When it was explained back to me, they didn't even pretend she enjoyed it. It's the biggest piece of shit that's ever entered our house. Luca and I both clearly want to throw it out. It's a mess. And then when you picked your daughter up from the same creche, they said, look, Matilda made a hat today. Well, that's the same baby that 10 seconds ago was trying to eat her own food.
She's 7 months old. I don't think she made
I don't
a
think
hat.
she made a hat. That hat is, I couldn't make that hat. I don't know anyone who could make that hat. You made that hat because you went to university. Matilda doesn't even recognize that hat as an object.
Matilda didn't do shit today.
No, Matilda didn't do shit. She hit another baby on the head. That is not the case with North. Because at 7, Northwest painted this.
I have 3 words. No, she didn't.
How dare you?
So
How
what?
dare you?
Okay, so what I'm seeing is a child holding up a canvas and there's a mountain and there are trees and there is water and there is the reflection of the mountain in the water. She didn't, it's fine.
It's described by this columnist as an early Monet-esque pastoral landscape of snow-capped mountains, soaring pines, delicate flowers and a slowly meandering river, which draws the viewer's eye deep into the work, posing questions about the passing of time, the futility of human existence, and not to put too fine a point on it, whether a child of 7 could possibly have done this themselves.
Okay, the only way I believe that she did it is if she did one of those paint and sip activities,
Yeah.
but instead of alcohol, she
it
had
was
Ribena.
Yeah.
And
Or cordial.
Or cordial, and she sat there and maybe she did a few little lines, but the teacher did most of it.
Interesting that you have come to that conclusion. Kim Kardashian captioned the photo, "My little artist North." I don't know a single adult who can paint like that.
No.
Not a single adult. The Irish Times.
I'd hang that on my wall, not ironically.
No. It looks AI generated
Yeah.
almost. The Irish Times published a think piece in response, right? And that's what I just read the excerpt from. Part of its headline was, "Did Kim Kardashian's 7-year-old paint this? Have we all just lost our mind? 11 months into a global pandemic, we're all fraying around the edges." And it just went on to say, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a moment. Vulture, the pop culture website, published a think piece titled, Did Northwest Really Paint This? The US edition of the Daily Mail wrote, Northwest did not paint this.
Oh.
And Vanity Fair went on with a headline, The New Frontier in Art Criticism. Did Kim Kardashian's 7-year-old Northwest do the art or not?
Could you tell that as a species we were bored?
Yeah, we had a lot of time. It's
Well,
just
I
I wouldn't, in the middle of a global pandemic when everyone's just at home hating themselves, I wouldn't post a picture of Northwest with that painting because we've got too much time.
As a prodigy, I guess the thing is, it's like if Northwest did that, she's been
gifted.
accelerated through school.
Yeah.
She's at college.
Absolutely gifted.
I
I have no doubt Northwest is gifted.
yeah. But that's very
But that
gifted.
painting is insane. So Kim, who's just like, I have an art prodigy on my hands, like literally sorry. Sorry that her painting is so much better than the shit hat Matilda made at Crage. She posted on Instagram in response to this, grown adults breaking down whether or not my child actually painted this. How dare you see children doing awesome things and then try to accuse them of not, capital letters, being awesome. Don't play with me when it comes to my children, all capitals. She went on to explain that her daughter and her best friend have been taking a serious oil painting class. North, she added, worked incredibly hard on her painting, which took several weeks to complete.
Do I think the teacher did a little bit of cleaning up?
The teacher's daughter made a TikTok because that's where we're at
Oh, no.
as a culture.
Okay.
Okay. A woman named Cameron Fredrickson explained that her mother, who teaches these serious oil painting classes, starts by teaching all of her students one particular painting. And it is this one that Northwest did. She said everyone that comes through her class goes through this exact painting. And so it is a bit of a paint by numbers situation, right? And like, she has all the resources in the world. She's doing a lot of painting classes.
Yeah.
The thing about North is that she did another painting. 3 years later, Kim shared this painting by her now 10-year-old.
Holy crappery! That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It could be a photo. It's a beach and it's the reflection of the sun on the waves and the sky is this pinky, purpley, beautiful. Oh my, North, you are so talented.
That is a professional artist's easel,
Yeah.
right? They're sitting on it.
Yeah, but Northwest.
One comment on Instagram read, I'm not saying she didn't do it. I'm saying I want to see her do it. Which is exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I want a time lapse.
Another one said, Kimberly loves 2 things, lying and Photoshop. Anyway, I just need to remind these commenters how far financial resources will get you. You got the right paint, you got the world's best teacher, you got limitless lessons. You're not in the creche with the fridge magnets. You're not.
No, but if you know anything about kids, it's that you can lead a horse to water. I'll paint by numbers. Okay, well,
Yeah.
why is she painting her nose?
I agree. And that feels like something you're working through privately about your own child. But what I'll say is that I have tutored private school kids, right? Parents paying a fortune for their education. And I'm tutoring them multiple times a week. And I have had a parent stand there and just tell me how incredible their child is at writing essays. I'm like, mate, your child ain't incredible at writing essays. You're paying in some way for those essays to be written.
Yeah, so I'm incredible at writing essays.
Thank you.
Thanks for the cash.
Thank you for the cash.
One thing that I will bring up, I'm suspicious of Northwest's ability to follow instructions.
Yeah, because it's not the Northwest I'm seeing on TikTok.
No. So, I mean,
Yeah, she's on TikTok. So I'm surprised she can put down TikTok for long enough
yeah.
to paint this masterpiece.
I think
Because Monet didn't have TikTok. That's why he was so prolific.
Yeah. Do I think that maybe she was signed up to the art classes, she got bored, she paid her friend,
Yeah.
she started a business.
I think she paid her teacher.
and she paid her friend
She
and
the
or
teacher.
teacher.
I have more money in my bank account than you will earn in your entire lifetime.
Yep.
I will give you $100. Pay me a picture, give it to my mum. It'll be funny. She'll put it on Instagram. Ha ha ha. because she's a troll.
And then she'd be like, here's an NDA.
And she's trying to undermine the credibility of Kim.
Yeah. That's all.
Which is her number one pastime.
Yeah.
Which is why she's genius.
Okay, so Northwest VITs. No.
Friends, we are doing a live event, cancelled live at the University of Sydney. You can come and see us in real life at the Alumni Festival, the University of Sydney, on Saturday, November the 30th.
The event is free, but you have to register for tickets. So we'll pop a link in our show notes for that. It's just so lazy, girl, that we don't expect you to pay.
We would never.
No.
Well, we shouldn't say never because one day we might like to profit.
But not now. Today is not that day.
I think it's going to be quite almost an emotional event because you and I both went, the last time we were at Sydney Uni.
Was when we were at Sydney Uni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was when I was graduating. We were studying there.
Yeah.
We were doing all of our courses in celebrities.
Yeah, we studied a degree in pop culture cancellations. We didn't.
They don't offer that. They don't.
Is
they
not
offer
offered.
Very good degrees. There are a bunch of other events happening across the day. They're not just putting the festival on for us.
They might be.
They might be. Would we call ourselves headliners? No, because Dr. Carl's going to be there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh no,
There
I'm
are
starstruck.
some brilliant events on. Go and have a look. It is University of Sydney, November the 30th. See you there. Keeping Kim humble. North's mum, Kimmy K, is worth at least $1.7 billion. Between, I think, her two parents, yay, as well, they're like well over $2 billion, right? Kimmy K, one of the most famous women in the world. And then she had a daughter, and as we aforementioned, daughters keep you humble. In an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim said, North can be critical. I had John Galliano fitting me for a dress, and North was giving notes. This is just her vibe. Imagine you are John Galliano, who has dressed the most stylish, famous people in the world, and you've got a 9-year-old being like, I hate it.
I'm not into it. And I've seen that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has sass. She's giving quite pointed observations.
Yeah.
She takes after her father.
She does. Everyone says spitting image.
Because that's what Kanye is like.
He's very
about
direct.
style.
In November of last year, Kim was preparing for the Met Gala with a Karl Lagerfeld-inspired outfit. And she said to North, I respect your opinion. Please just be easy on me today. North replied, I'm not going to lie. I won't say it at all if you don't want me to, but I am not going to lie.
Thank you, North.
But North doesn't know how to not say it at all. So she said about Kim's outfit, which featured 50,000 freshwater pearls. This is a quote. There's way too many gaps in the pearls.
It's like she's a Hawaiian girl with her dress all red. The diamonds are on it. I like the pearls. I just don't like that it looks like from the dollar store.
She went on to say that the pearls looked fake, and Kim was like, well, they're not. And she's like, well, they look fake. And someone needs to take North to the playground because she's getting antsy.
North is spending too much time indoors. And she's spending too much time at mum's work.
She is. The Schiaparelli, I don't know how to say that word. Schiaparelli,
yeah.
Creative director Daniel Roseberry was standing there while North was delivering her feedback. And he said, it is like I am being punked. The night before the Met, getting grilled by a 9-year-old. That's our girl.
That's our girl. You know how people complain about their bosses? You'll be at drinks and someone's like, oh, my boss is so annoying. They want me to like come into work early. And someone else is like, my boss is annoying. And then imagine someone's complaining and you're like, oh.
It's Daniel Roseberry. He's having a drink after work.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, who's your boss?
9-year-old North. And then the art teacher pops up. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm here too.
She made me paint this painting. 90 hours it took me. She took credit. I had to sign an NDA. But our girl wasn't done. Because while she's here, she might as well reflect on Kim's past Met Gala looks, which, from North's point of view, were also shit.
And am I interested in knowing Northwest's take on Kim Kardashian's past Met Gala looks? Absolutely. It's what I've always wanted to know.
We're at a point of climate catastrophe. What the world needs is to know what Northwest thinks of Kim's past Met Gala looks. Remember the all-black ensemble with the face covering?
I like to call
Balenciaga.
Yeah. I like to call it...
The black condom?
A black condom.
Yeah. She said, Kim, looks like you're getting covered by a plastic bag and you're suffocating and cannot see. She's been known to tell Kim that she needs a pimple patch.
You need a pimple patch, Mom.
Pimple patch?
No, you need a pimple patch.
Oh, I need a pimple patch.
Once a producer asked North, can your mother cook? And she exclaimed, hell no.
Can your mom cook?
Good already.
Heck no.
Kim also says that whenever they get into a disagreement, North will say, your house is so ugly. It's all white. Who lives like this?
North, you live there.
It's your house too. Can you imagine being 9 and walking around the house you live in and saying to your mum, your house is so ugly. Mum, why don't we paint the walls? Kim said she just thinks it like gets to me and it's kind of mean because I like my house. She's mad because apparently Ye lives in an apartment.
Yeah.
And North is more an apartment vibe and she's mad that she doesn't live in an apartment.
I thought Ye lived on the ranch.
Me too. I think he lives in both. Then there was a time Kim was on Instagram saying how much she loves Olivia Rodrigo. She was like, how cute is Olivia Rodrigo? Can't wait for a new album. I love Driver's License. But what she didn't know was that North was lurking in the background. North pipes up.
Cute is Olivia Rodrigo, you guys. I can't wait for her album. You guys know I love Driver's License. Look, she sent a box of tissues. Yes, I do. I listen to it all the time.
Then Kim was like, I do. Saint, don't we listen to it in the car? Tell North. North, stop. Saint, back me up here.
And Saint's like, hi, I'm terrified of North.
I will always default to North.
I shan't be speaking out of turn.
Then Kim was unboxing something for her own beauty brand. So she was working, right? But North, as mentioned, always there, always there. North pipes up.
North, shouldn't you be at school?
Shouldn't you be with your oil paintings?
Or the playground?
No, because she pipes up and she says,
Why do you talk different?
Why do I talk different for what?
For your videos.
For my videos, I'm the same human being. I don't talk different. How do I talk different?
She's like everything. She's like the
Yes.
sibling we all have who's like, oh, just when you think you're getting some confidence, I'm going to take you down a peg.
which is what siblings are for. It's really important for ego.
Yeah.
Kim replied, why do I talk different from what? And then North said that she puts on a different voice on her Instagram videos.
How do I talk? Guys.
Guys, so today I got this new mask and these new bronzers. I got this.
Is that what I say? Is that what I sound like? Ozzy?
Kim got defensive, but then North had her cousin who was with her, Penelope, and she was like, doesn't she speak different? And Penelope was like, yeah, you do speak differently, no offense. North is terrifying, utterly terrifying.
She says I'm not allowed to come back if I don't agree with her.
Her first solo interview. In October 2023, 10-year-old Northwest did her first ever solo interview. Can you even believe she held off for 10 years? I mean, for the first 3, she probably couldn't speak in coherent sentences.
Oh, she had stuff to say at 18 months.
But finally, she speaks. She spoke to ID magazine, and it's all like, you might have seen her on TikTok or posing on Instagram with her siblings, but she's never opened up in a solo interview until now.
Okay, what did she have to open up about?
For example, her divorce. Her show that was axed. Her children that she shares with her ex-partner at the ranch.
I do want North's gossip.
Oh, she provided. Don't you worry about that. They asked for 3 words. They said, North, describe yourself in 3 words. She said, the best ever. She spoke about her aspirations because just because she's 10 doesn't mean she doesn't have aspirations anymore, right? And she said, I want to own Skims and I want to own Yeezys. Like Yeezy Yeezy brand. Sorry, not the product. She wants to own the brands. Claire, I know you've been lusting over Northwest style. And she says her preferred outfit is vintage T-shirts and spider sweats. And what the fuck are spider sweats? So I Googled it. It's a streetwear brand. A jumper costs $400 USD and the pants are $440 USD, meaning that a matching tracksuit will cost you $840 USD.
Okay, like 1,200 Aussie dollars.
Yeah, that's her vibe. She was then asked who her style icon was, and she said that would be, who do you think it is? Who do you think her style?
It's not her mother.
No.
Yay?
It's herself. Which I think is inspirational and lovely.
More people should give that answer.
Yeah. There were a lot of write-around articles, so like articles that covered it, and The Independent wrote, the young creative spoke highly of her siblings. She is 10 years old. Why are we calling her a young creative? She is a child. Her job is child.
And it's like of her siblings, of like her little sister. Yeah. Like, who's like 6. Jessie, I'm not over her wanting to own Skims. You can't have an interview with someone and just say you want to run someone else's company.
It's Kim's though. She doesn't think Kim's equipped. She's like, that business needs a real CEO. And Northwest is marching in.
You're too young to wear Skims, let alone own Skims. You need to go to school.
Look, the young creative spoke highly of her siblings, adding that the best fashion shows she's attended weren't in Paris. They weren't in New York. They were her little sister's fashion show in her closet.
Okay, I believe it.
Why is Northwest in Paris on New York Fashion Week?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, why do you have those comparisons to make? Has she been to Milan?
I would say so. And that she has sat in the front row as like things have been sent down the runway.
And everyone's like, oh, shit, we're going to impress North.
And North is just sitting there, legs crossed, just shaking her head.
Disgusting.
Hate it.
North.
Hate it.
North.
But she has more aspirations.
Thank God.
She wants to live in Japan, which is very 10-year-old energy.
I think she'd do well in Japan.
Yeah, she wants to live in Japan. She wants to be a basketball star. She wants to make music and she wants to do art on the side. She said, when I'm like 13, I want to walk dogs to make money to buy art supplies because everything around here is so expensive. Your mum is a literal billionaire, honey. Please elaborate on what you cannot afford.
Why do you know that things are expensive? Why do you know what expensive means?
What does expensive mean to you? Like she wears very fancy designer clothes. People always commenting on.
And it's like, let's not pretend you're going to have a normal teenage job. You're going to be running Skims.
She also said that she doesn't like painting helicopters because, and this is a direct quote, all these little lines.
She doesn't have patience for those lines.
That quote made it to print.
Then I'd say, how about your other ones? They had some lines in it. Your beautiful artworks that were not done by you.
But you're not going to get a Northwest helicopter. You're not. You're not. And I want to know.
What was the question that led to that answer? Do you like drawing helicopters?
No, definitely not. I think she was just kind of meandering on painting generally. As a young creative, I don't love painting helicopters. I don't. And I want to know what young saint doesn't love painting.
More interviews with children.
I agree. That Lion King performance. In May 2024, 10-year-old Northwest performed I Just Can't Wait to Be King as Simba at the Hollywood Bowl's Lion King 30th anniversary concert event. And I will say I am glad this didn't happen during COVID. We didn't have quite as much time.
No, but we made time.
People did make time. I didn't realise this was an official Disney production and it included the likes of Billy Eichner and Jeremy Irons, very established performers. This is a clip from Northwest's performance.
Be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event when no king was before. I'm rising up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my role. Say do this,
When I sit down,
don't say be there.
what I think
Freedom run around all day. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. I just can't
Discuss.
Do I think she has the confidence to be a performer? Absolutely.
Yep.
Do I think she practiced?
That is a big question
I
on the
think
internet.
the problem is that with her ambitions,
Yeah.
I want to be a basketballer. I want to own Skims. I want to own Yeezy. Mum, your house is ugly.
You can do it all, but you can't do it all at once.
No. And that's a hard lesson to learn. And
It is.
And I think she's learnt it because you can't get on stage as Simba
No.
and not know your actions. Yeah, babe?
Okay, because what you're referring to, and I do think that this is critical, is that the rest of the performance appears to be choreographed.
And very polished.
And very, very polished. And what doesn't appear to be choreographed is what North West is doing.
in that she's simply strolling
She's strolling
casually around the stage, and she is taking what can only be described as vocal risks.
She is taking
We shouldn't
vocal
be
risks.
taking vocal risks on performance night.
We shouldn't.
I don't think she was coming to rehearsals.
No, it doesn't appear that there were any rehearsals. And
Oh, no, sorry. There were rehearsals. She didn't attend.
Northwest had her interview that day.
Yeah, no, I think she was.
did. She had her interview, and then she had her art lesson, and then she was in a board meeting. She was bidding to buy Skims. It was a whole thing. She just
But the tricky thing is, I read at the time, it's called something casting. There's a term for it, and it's when you
Nepotism.
cast. No, like it's nepotism, but it's called like something casting.
Yeah.
Which means you're casting to attract an audience. So that's why you cast a Northwest.
Okay.
Did it work? Absolutely.
Yes.
Because why do I know
About that
performance?
Okay, well, in response to her performance, the hashtag #NepoBaby started trending, and her voice was roundly criticised for not being up to the same standard as the rest of the cast. Commentators said people had to pay to watch this performance, and there are plenty of 10-year-olds much more talented. Singer and screenwriter Nick Atkinson said any performer or parent of a young performer who has spent years training in acting, dance and singing is allowed to be really deeply offended by this casting choice. And actor and former talk show host Rosie O'Donnell described the performance as tragic on every level.
Oh.
It turns out that Northwest was actually a special guest that night alongside another special guest, and that was Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
And pause.
Okay.
You're Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson is the youngest female recipient ever of all 4 major American Entertainment Awards, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar and Tony, all in 2022. And you're a special guest.
She also made it from nothing.
Yeah.
She did build a career
She
on
did.
talent.
And then she gets asked, can you be a special? I will absolutely be a special
There's
guest.
one other
There's one
special
other.
guest.
Is it Lin-Manuel? Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
It is not Lin-Manuel Miranda. Who is it? Well, it is Northwest. Have you seen her painting?
Very talented little girl.
You might have heard her rapping. Oh, and what song? Her dad's her dad's album. There were unsubstantiated rumours that Kim Kardashian paid a lot of money for North to secure that role. There's no evidence of that. And a lot of headlines asked, is Kim Kardashian to blame? To which I would like to point out that Northwest has DOS parents.
She does.
Thank you
She
very
does.
much. And that was all very Kanye. I think that was all Kanye.
Yes. But the other thing is you're also underestimating North because she is going to get what she wants.
Yeah.
I think she held her mother hostage and she said, I'm going to be Simba. And Kim said, the thing about that is you got to work hard. Mummy works hard.
Yeah.
Get your f***ing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Mummy,
It's Mummy's brand is that she works hard.
you can say lots of things about Mummy, but Mummy works hard.
And Grandma works hard.
And North said, I don't want to work hard. I just want to be Simba.
In North's defense, can you think of a more fitting person to perform I Just Can't Wait to Be King? Is she the closest thing to American royalty, yes or no?
Yes.
That's what the song is all about.
I know.
It was written for her. How about the outfit?
Okay. Also lackluster.
Lackluster. So I think
I
she
think
dressed,
she missed her fitting.
I think she dressed herself. I think she was like, this is what I'm going to wear. Because she's wearing kind of yellow fluffy slippers and like a yellow hoodie. And everyone else is in mad theatre design.
Yeah.
And Northwest is like, what you might not know about me is that my style icon is myself. And myself likes hoodies. And that's the problem.
The other thing about this Simba performance is I think maybe it would be fair to say, does she have the talent? No. Does she have the experience? Absolutely not. Will she bring the energy? Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I don't think
I
she
don't
looks...
think she brought the energy.
I don't think she brought the energy. I have seen more from Northwest in a TikTok video than I saw on that stage. I think she got nervous. I think she did.
I think she started and then she got tired. She went, whew.
Well, this is way harder than it looks.
I think that's what happened. And she was like, I need a nap.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I am a kid. I need a snack and a nap.
Claire, it is time for charges and sentences. My charge for you, Northwest, is rushing. You know at school that how there's a kid that's always rushing, that wants to get in the work.
Yeah.
So their artwork, they're like, I'm finished, and they throw it at the teacher. Your glue hasn't dried.
Yeah.
My exam, I'm ready to hand it in. Well, there's two sides, mate. And you've missed the 14 questions on the other side, and you've not passed.
And that's why we need to take a breath.
Yeah.
Or it's like class, everybody,
Yeah.
can everybody go to the other side of the classroom, running in the classroom with scissors?
Yes.
No, it's dangerous.
And it's also very, school finishes at 3:30, it's 3:21, she's packed her bags to the door.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's out of there. And she's just like, oh, I can't tell you how boring it is sitting in that seat. North is a rusher. And by a rusher, I mean she wants to start her careers. She wants to be a professional basketballer. Same. She wants to be a musical theatre protege and an artist and a designer and a singer.
Does she want to be a musical theatre prodigy? I don't think she
I think she
actually
did
does.
for a minute.
Yeah, I think maybe that dream has come and gone.
The thing is, I also wanted to be all of those things. But I grew up with enormous privilege. And do you know what that privilege was, Claire?
Anonymity?
Not having the means.
Yeah, that was lovely. Yeah.
Thank fuck we didn't have the means. I charge her with rushing and having the means to pursue her dreams, which no 10-year-old should be able to pursue their dreams.
The reason there's a struggle is because...
There's got to be a barrier to entry, North. There's got to be a barrier.
And because mostly you should quit. Like that's why.
Yeah. It should get a bit hard and then you quit and then you never simper. Because you shouldn't be in the musical with Jennifer Hudson and you shouldn't be in the top 100 with Taylor Swift. You shouldn't, not yet. You can be one day, but after you finish primary school, okay? Have your primary school graduation.
Yeah.
Sing a song, shed some tears, and then maybe pursue something when you're, say, 13.
You do have to wait till you're 13.
My sentence was so easy. It came to me quickly. So you might not know that North dabbles in TikTok lives. And they have caused some issues because she'll be on with Kim and she'll start spilling tea. And Kim says, North, I'll turn it off. So one of them was they were recently doing a TikTok live and she just started openly talking about her dyslexia. And Kim was like, North, I don't talk about that stuff because I don't know if you're ready to talk about it. And she was like, I'm dyslexic.
She's an icon.
She's an icon.
Guys, I have dyslexia. Do you even know what that is? Should I drop an album?
North, I'm going to get off this live right now because you just are really saying way too much. I love you, but, I purposely don't talk about stuff that you're going through.
And Kim was threatening her and I was like, this is the danger.
I love it.
There is simply not a more dangerous thing happening in the world right now than Northwest being live on TikTok. I can't emphasize that enough.
I feel like she's going to start international conflict.
And she is, because she's going to say something wrong.
That she should not be able to say.
But her access to TikTok Live means that what she can do is paint the oil painting in real time and I can watch it.
Okay.
You know how recently Ned Brockman did his record? He was running his laps and it was all live on TikTok. I could go check how Ned's going. I want to be able to check how North's going with her oil painting.
Okay, I can see it. It's like she paints for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
She gets bored. Every time you go back and check for the next 9 days, she's not there.
Where is she?
On the 11th day. Do you just see the back of the teacher? And the teacher's like dressed as North and is painting. You're like, that's not North. That person is far too tall to be North.
That's not North, or it's Kim sitting there doing the painting being whipped by North. Do it faster, Mum. North, we're live. And you don't understand the idea of live yet. So that's what I need to see. Because if I'm going to go head to head with the haters for you, North, which I do, I need evidence. I need to be able to point. I need to be able to link to the TikTok live and go, there's her landscape.
Or, you know, even if it's not, it's like, okay, so she can't paint, but she can. She's good at managing
employment.
A team
Yes, yeah,
to
exactly
paint
right.
a painting for her.
Yeah, she's good at whipping others.
And then it's like she gets the art teacher to paint it, and then she gets Kim to promote it. Like, she's
Yeah.
got a publicity plan. Like, she's good.
100%. She's great at strat.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, my charge. Being my everything. And being the most entertaining.
There is something about 11-year-old girls where adolescence hasn't quite hit them yet.
Yeah.
So there's not those trace of self-loathing. And they're just so you go girl, but about themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, you know when a baby discovers themselves in the mirror and they're like, fuck. And they look at their own belly and they're like, that is stunning. And I'm like, you look
perfectly round.
so pregnant.
Yeah.
But they are just like, that is the most beautiful, the exclaiming of like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Northwest still has that energy.
I really hope it never goes away.
Me
I
too,
hope it
me
never,
too.
ever gets taken from her because she is.
I hope
it.
she never has another style icon.
What were the 3 words she used to describe herself?
Oh, I'm the best or something?
Yeah. I hope that really stays with her because she is the GOAT.
She is
Now,
the GOAT.
my sentence. This is really easy. And I've actually never been more serious about a sentence on this show.
Yeah.
We've had Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We've had Khloe and Kourtney take various cities.
There was a Cocktails with a K with
Kourtney.
Kourtney.
Cocktails with Khloe.
Yep.
We've even had Rob and China.
Oh, that tanked.
All right?
Yep.
So what we need,
Mhm.
we need Northwest show.
I think it will outperform all of them first episode.
Absolutely.
But what's she doing?
Oh, okay. All I want to know
Yeah.
is 11-year-old gossip. Who's your group of friends?
Oh,
Who are they fighting with?
Yes.
Who do we hate? Who do we hate? What's going on
Yeah.
in school?
Yeah.
Show me your desk. Show me your locker.
Yeah.
Take me to your room. Tell me secrets. Tell me ghost stories.
Yes. 100%.
And I think, because I think the thing about North is she's fun.
She is so much fun. And watching her trying to wrangle a TikTok dance and having like kind of a piece to camera where a kid's going, I don't really want to do this dance. And
she's like, you can do it.
You could, no. And then North behind her being like, say it, mouth it. Penelope, do it. You coward. Like that, I'm into that.
Yeah. The other thing that she will provide us with, so obviously there's friendships, and then there's also family gossip.
She will be the undoing of this entire empire.
She has access to gossip.
Which is, this is the nuclear codes. Northwest is the nuclear codes.
Mm-hmm. She has it
She's
all.
the red button.
You want to know what happened with Khloe and Lamar? I know. You want to know what happened with Kourtney and Scott? I can tell you.
I think she has deep intel into the OJ case.
Yes.
Like through all the generations, her grandfather.
You want to know about Pete Davidson and Mum? I tell you. I'll tell you. I've got her phone here. Why do you have her phone?
Why?
So I just think that is the television show that is just waiting to be made.
100%.
And I think it's what she wants. It's what I want.
She will rehabilitate the Kardashian empire.
Mm-hmm. Not that it needs rehabilitation, but
I love her.
Me too.
Claire, before we go, we need a lazy girl story.
All righty. I have a really good one.
Okay.
This is from Joe. I just got a robot vacuum cleaner for my birthday. Best invention ever. Okay, firstly, may I say, robot vacuums.
I don't have one yet. We gave one away to Lazy Girls as part of our Lazy Girl giveaways.
Best lazy girl invention. Her name is Raquel.
Oh.
Yeah. And she also mops. I gave her a test try, and after 2 minutes of mopping, she was at 19%, which is just below the optimum lazy girl level of everything. And she went back to the charging station to take a little nap.
She's got a lazy girl vacuum mop.
Don't we all want to take a nap when we hit 19%? I feel that Raquel is setting the bar low from the first day at her new job and establishing her boundaries in this place of work.
Lazy girl appliances.
I also don't mop when I'm tired, so I think we understand each other. She's also included a screenshot of Raquel, and it says battery low, charging.
Every time. That is my new work response. Jessie, can you come into this meeting?
I'm on 19%.
Now I'm charging. What? You just got here. Yeah, battery's low.
Yeah. So it's the charger. You should
I need to be upgraded.
Can somebody fix my charger? Please?
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Cancelled. And if you want something else to listen to, Mamma Mia's pop culture podcast, The Spill, covers celebrity news daily. North comes up all the time, as well as TV and movie recommendations and reviews. They recently did an episode about the comfort TV shows you need to watch immediately. We'll put a link to that in the description for this episode. The producer of Cancelled is Kimberly Bradish, with audio production by Leah Porges. We will be back next week. Bye. Bye.